You're scrolling through Instagram and see someone your age posting from their early retirement in Bali. You're sitting at your desk thinking, how is this even possible? I'm making decent money working 40 plus hours a week, and I'm nowhere close to retiring early. You look at your bank account. Maybe you've got $8,000 saved if you're lucky. You calculate how long it would take you to retire at your current savings rate and realize you'll be working until you're 70. You think, there's no way I can save enough to change this. The numbers are too big. I need to save thousands per month to make a difference. Here's what kills me. You're wrong. The number that changes everything isn't $2,000 per month or $5,000 per month. It's $500. And most people never realize that this single number, $500 per month consistently invested, is the difference between financial freedom and working until you die. I'm going to show you exactly why $500 per month is the most powerful number in personal finance and how to find it in your budget even if you think you can't afford it. My name is Max, and I want to help you learn how to make your money work more for you in your life. Today, I'm breaking down why $500 per month is the magic number that separates people who achieve financial independence from people who stay trapped in the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle, the mathematical proof of why this specific amount creates exponential wealth, and the exact strategy to find and invest this $500 starting this month. So, let's get started, and please make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Okay, let's talk about what $500 per month actually becomes over time, because once you see these numbers, you'll never look at your daily spending the same way again. Here's the thing. $500 per month doesn't sound life-changing. It sounds modest, maybe even insignificant, when you think about retirement or financial independence. But here's what most people don't realize. Compound interest transforms modest, consistent contributions into life-changing wealth. Let me show you the math. $500 per month invested at an 8% average annual return, which is below the historical stock market average of approximately 10%. After 10 years, $91,473. After 20 years, $294,510. And after 30 years, $745,180. After 40 years, $1,745,503. Read that again. $500 per month for 40 years becomes $1.7 million. You contributed $240,000 over those 40 years. Compound interest created the other $1.5 million while you did absolutely nothing. But here's where it gets really interesting. The timeline compression as the balance grows. Look at this. Years 1 to 10. You turn $60,000 in contributions into $91,473. Years 11 to 20. You turn $60,000 in contributions into $203,037 of additional growth. Years 21 to 30. You turn $60,000 in contributions into $450,670 of additional growth. Years 31 to 40. You turn $60,000 in contributions into $100,323 of additional growth. Each decade of $60,000 in contributions produces exponentially more wealth than the previous decade because compound interest is working on a larger and larger base. This is the power that most people never tap into because they never start or they quit too early. Now you might be thinking, but Max, I'm 35. I don't have 40 years. Okay, let's look at more realistic timelines. Starting at age 35, investing $500 per month until age 65. 30 years of investing equals $745,180. Starting at age 25, investing $500 per month until age 65. 40 years of investing equals $1,745,503. The difference between starting at 25 versus 35 is exactly $1 million in retirement wealth. That's the cost of waiting 1 decade. This is why $500 per month is the magic number. It's achievable for most people with some lifestyle adjustments, and it's substantial enough to build real, life-changing wealth over time. You are probably wondering, why $500? Why not $300 or $1,000? And great question. Let me explain why $500 is the sweet spot. Reason number one, it's the financial independence threshold. According to research and the FIRE, Financial Independence Retire Early Community, $500 per month is approximately the minimum monthly investment needed to realistically achieve financial independence in a normal working career timeline. At $300 per month, you'll build wealth, but you likely won't achieve full financial independence before traditional retirement age unless you have other major income sources. At $500 per month, you're in the zone where early retirement, or at least semi-retirement, becomes mathematically possible. Reason number two, it's achievable but requires intentionality. $500 per month is roughly 10 to 15% of the median American household income. It's not easy, but it's doable with lifestyle adjustments for most people. It's the number that forces you to be intentional about spending without requiring you to live in poverty. Lower amounts don't force enough behavioral change. Higher amounts feel impossible for most people and lead to discouragement and quitting. Reason number three, it crosses the compound interest inflection point. Here's what most people don't realize. Compound interest really starts to show its power at around the $500 per month contribution level over 20 plus year timelines. Below that, the results are good, but not life-changing. Above that, you're getting diminishing returns relative to the lifestyle sacrifice required. $500 per month invested for 25 years at 8% equals $476,000. That's legitimate wealth that changes your life options. $200 per month invested for 25 years at 8% equals $190,000. That's good, but it's not retirement money. $1,000 per month invested for 25 years at 8% equals $952,000. That's better, but required double the sacrifice. The sweet spot of sacrifice to reward ratio is around $500 per month for most people. Reason number four, it's a clear, concrete target. Save more is vague and fails. Save $500 per month is specific and actionable. You can build a plan around it. You can track it. You can celebrate hitting it each month. The specificity of $500 creates accountability that vague goals can't. Additionally, there's psychological research showing that concrete numeric goals are approximately 3 times more likely to be achieved than abstract goals. $500 per month beats save as much as you can every single time. The 5 places you find $500. All right, let's get into how you actually find $500 per month in your budget, because I know what you're thinking. Max, I don't have an extra $500 lying around. You probably do. You're just spending it unconsciously. Here's where to look. Source number 1, the subscription stack, $75 to $150 per month. Go through your bank statements, add up every recurring subscription, streaming services, apps, gym memberships you don't use, software you forgot about, meal kits, subscription boxes. According to a 2024 C+R research study, Americans average $237 per month on subscriptions, but think they only spend $86. Cut the subscriptions you don't actively use, and you found $75 to $150 toward your $500. Source number 2, the food leak, $200 to $300 per month. This is the biggest one. The average American spends approximately $300 to $500 per month eating out and on takeout/delivery, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Cook at home 5 nights per week instead of 2. Pack lunch instead of buying it. Make coffee at home. Cut your food spending from $500 to $200. You just found another $300 toward your $500. Source number 3, the transportation waste, $100 to $200 per month. Are you financing a car you don't need? The average new car payment is $575 per month, according to Edmunds. If you're paying this, sell it. Buy a $8,000 to $12,000 reliable used car with cash. Eliminate the $575 payment. Even after setting aside $75 per month for maintenance and eventual replacement, you found $500 per month right there. If you already have a paid-off car, great. Look at other transportation waste, unnecessary trips, inefficient routes, premium gas when regular works fine, ride shares when public transit exists. There's probably $50 to $100 per month in savings here. Source number 4, the convenience tax, $75 to $125 per month. Every time you pay for convenience, you're paying a tax. DoorDash fees, buying gas at expensive stations because they're closer, shopping at convenience stores instead of grocery stores, paying for services you could easily do yourself. According to Morgan Stanley research, Americans spend an average of $166 per month on delivery services alone. Cut this to occasional instead of habitual, and you found another $100 plus. Source number 5, the income gap. $50 to $100 per month minimum. This is the one people resist, but it's the most powerful. If you can't find $500 in your current spending, you need to increase income. This doesn't mean getting a second full-time job. This means asking for a raise. Most people never ask. Selling stuff you don't use. Everyone has $500 to $2,000 worth. Picking up 5 to 10 hours per month of side work. Freelancing in your area of expertise. An extra $200 to $400 per month in side income, combined with the $200 to $300 you found cutting expenses, gets you to $500. Add these 5 sources together, and you've got your $500 per month without destroying your quality of life. Let's talk about the psychological barriers that keep people from investing $500 per month, because knowing the math and actually executing are two different things. Barrier number 1, I'll start when I make more money. This is the most common and most destructive excuse. Here's what most people don't realize. People making $150,000 feel just as broke as people making $50,000 because lifestyle inflation consumes income increases. If you can't save $500 per month now, you won't save $1,000 per month when you make more. You'll find new ways to spend it. The behavior has to change first. The income level is irrelevant. Barrier number 2, I deserve to enjoy my money now. You absolutely do. But here's the question. Are you actually enjoying the $500 you're currently spending, or is it disappearing into forgettable purchases and habitual consumption? Most of the $500 you'd redirect isn't funding joy. It's funding autopilot spending you don't even remember by month's end. Redirecting it to investments doesn't reduce your happiness. It just redirects waste to wealth. Barrier number 3. What if I need the money for an emergency? This is why you build the $500 per month investment after you have a basic emergency fund of $3,000 to $5,000. Once you have that cushion, the $500 goes to long-term investing, not emergency savings. And here's the thing. If you're always worried about emergencies, you'll never build wealth. At some point, you have to trust the plan and commit to long-term investing. Barrier number 4. The market might crash. It will. Multiple times over your investing lifetime, and every single time it recovers and goes on to new highs. Market crashes are buying opportunities, not reasons to avoid investing. In fact, the best thing that can happen early in your $500 per month investing journey is a market crash, because you're buying more shares at lower prices that will be worth significantly more when the market recovers. Barrier number 5, instant gratification versus delayed reward. This is the core psychological battle. $500 spent today provides immediate gratification. $500 invested provides zero immediate gratification and won't pay off for decades. Your brain is wired for immediate rewards. Building wealth requires you to override this programming. The only way to do it is to automate the investment so it happens before your brain can talk you out of it. Here's how you actually make $500 per month investing happen consistently without relying on willpower. Step 1. Set up the automatic transfer. The day after your paycheck hits, let's say the second if you get paid on the 1st, $500 automatically transfers from your checking account to your brokerage account and immediately purchases shares of a low-cost index fund like VTSAX or VTI. This happens every month without you thinking about it, deciding about it, or having the opportunity to talk yourself out of it. Step 2, treat it like a non-negotiable bill. You don't try to pay rent. You don't see if you can afford your car insurance. These are non-negotiable. Your $500 investment needs to be the same. In your mental accounting, that $500 is already spent before your paycheck arrives. You budget the rest of your life around what remains after the $500 is gone. Step 3, Live on what's left. If you make $4,000 per month after taxes and $500 goes to investing, you have $3,500 to live on. That's your budget, not $4,000. You adjust your lifestyle to fit $3,500. This forces the behavioral changes we discussed earlier: cutting subscriptions, cooking more, eliminating waste. You don't have a choice because the $500 is already gone. Step 4, the raise capture strategy. Every time you get a raise, increase your automatic investment by at least 50% of the after-tax raise amount. Get a $4,000 annual raise, $333 per month after taxes. Increase your automatic investment from $500 to $666 per month. You still get to enjoy $167 per month more in lifestyle, but you captured the majority for wealth building. And this is how you go from $500 per month to $800 per month to $1,200 per month over the course of your career without it ever feeling like a sacrifice. Step 5, the monthly check-in. Once per month, log into your investment account and look at the balance. Watch it grow. Celebrate the progress. This monthly reminder of why you're making the sacrifice keeps you motivated when you're tempted to reduce or stop the contributions. Let me show you what $500 per month of consistent investing actually gets you in terms of life options, because this is what makes the sacrifice worth it. Scenario 1, early retirement. You're 30 years old. You start investing $500 per month. At age 55, you have approximately $572,000. Combined with Social Security starting at 62 to 67, you can retire 10 to 15 years earlier than traditional retirement age. Those extra 10 to 15 years of freedom, traveling, pursuing passions, spending time with family, are bought with $500 per month that you wouldn't have remembered spending anyway. Scenario 2, financial cushion and options. You're 40 years old. You've been investing $500 per month for 15 years. You have $170,000 in investments. You hate your job. You can quit without panic because you have a massive cushion. You can take a lower paying job that you actually enjoy. You can take 6 months off to retrain for a new career. You have options that people without savings don't have. Scenario 3, generational wealth. You invest $500 per month for 35 years. You retire with $925,000. You don't need it all because Social Security and other income cover your expenses. You leave that $925,000 to your kids. They never have to worry about money the way you did. You broke the cycle of financial stress in your family forever. Scenario 4, the compound acceleration. You start with $500 per month at age 25. By 35, your investment returns are generating about $400 per month. By 45, they're generating $1,800 per month. By 55, they're generating $5,000 plus per month. At this point, your investments are generating more per month than you're contributing. You've reached the inflection point where your money works harder than you do. Seriously, $500 per month isn't just about the money. It's about buying freedom, options, security, and peace of mind that you cannot get any other way. Look, here's the reality. $500 per month for 30 to 40 years is the difference between financial independence and working until you physically can't anymore. It's the difference between having options and being trapped. It's the difference between retiring with dignity and relying on Social Security that might not exist. And the beautiful thing is that $500 per month is achievable. Not easy, not without sacrifice, but achievable for most people making median income or above if they're willing to be intentional about their spending. You find it by cutting the subscriptions you don't use, cooking instead of eating out, driving a paid-off car instead of financing status, eliminating convenience purchases, and maybe picking up a small amount of side income. The math is undeniable. $500 per month invested consistently at 8% returns becomes $745,000 in 30 years or $1.7 million in 40 years. That's real wealth that changes your entire life trajectory. But the math only works if you actually do it. And you'll only do it if you automate it. Treat it as non-negotiable and commit for the long term. Your assignment. This week, do 2 things. First, go through your bank statements and find where your $500 is currently going. I guarantee it's there, you're just spending it unconsciously. Second, set up the automatic $500 monthly transfer to a brokerage account. Do this before you talk yourself out of it. Then drop a comment below telling me where you found your $500 and what date your first automatic investment will happen. Let's build some accountability. Subscribe to this channel because we're going to keep breaking down the specific numbers and strategies that actually build wealth. Hit that thumbs up if this video convinced you that $500 per month is worth the sacrifice. $500 per month is the most powerful number in personal finance because it's the minimum threshold for life-changing wealth that's still achievable for most people. The question isn't whether the math works, it does. The question is whether you'll actually execute it. Find the $500, automate the investment, commit for decades. Your future self will thank you for the rest of your life.